Welcome to Texas Tech Talk, a podcast that highlights the programs being offered by DSDT's Killeen branch campus, located at 4301 East Stan Schleter Loop, building number 1, here in Killeen, Texas. We provide adult education in various fields like cybersecurity, AI, and even digital marketing. We also intend to keep it lively with some talk about tech, games, cybersecurity, AI, whatever we have. I'm one of your hosts, Dr. Jesse Harris Jr., and along with your co-hosts, Mavinga Warner and Nghia Lam. We hope that you find this both informative and engaging. Gentlemen, tell them a little bit about your program. Let's see. Let's
start with Nghia.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh,
Lam,
okay. Yeah. Okay, start with me. Okay. So, hello guys. I am the AI instructor at DSDT. My program is the AI program, especially machine learning specialist. So in this program, we mostly work with stuff like natural language processing, AI API integration, as well as stuff like AI in the real world, generation, computer vision, overall the main subjects, right? But we're also going to branch out into like ChatGPT, Hugging Face, and maybe try to get some certifications under that right now.
Okay.
Yep. But overall, I'm going to pass it back to Mr. Warner over there in that red shirt, if you haven't seen him yet.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. My name is Mavinga Warner, and I will be Mr. Harris's co-host today. I am your Network Plus instructor, as well as will be your A Plus instructor, and then I'll be taking over everything Mr. Harris was doing, and I'll be your CSP instructor. In my program, we learn the basics of computers, how to be a good PC technician. We learn what makes a computer work, what a computer is. We learn how to do stuff on the network. We learn about protocols. We learn about VPNs.
Okay.
I'll even throw in some extracurricular things.
Yeah. Okay. Way to entice them, sir.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Well.
You got some extracurricular
All right. That's worth looking into there. Yeah, definitely that. We are excited to be able to bring you for our transitioning soldiers and veterans what we call our CSP, or Career Skills Program, and that is an intense 10-week course that you would come on campus to participate in, and it's going to cover everything from Network Plus to Security Plus, and finally to CISA. We do boot camps, and we also help you with your career goals. We help you with resume creation, as well as have you interface with various employers so that we can try to get you employed as well. The goal there is to give you a one-stop shop to do everything that you need to do in order to make your transition into the civilian lifestyle complete from a workplace perspective. Okay. What are we going to quibble about today, guys?
There's a lot to quibble about today.
Okay, what you got?
Switch 2 leaks.
Switch 2 leaks.
Yeah!
Yes! Okay. I feel you. I spent a lot of time on my Switch. I'm still mad about Animal Crossing.
They're trying. You heard what they're trying to.
What they're gonna? I didn't hear about that.
They're gonna shut down the.
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research on Animal Crossing because my wife plays it a lot.
Research. Yeah.
No, seriously. Like I've been reading up a lot of articles, and like they're gonna start shutting down like some of their older servers and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they're also going to. They're trying to push Animal Crossing into more of a paid
subscription.
A pay model.
No.
Yeah, I'm not
they
doing
shouldn't
that.
do that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That would.
Well, that would stop me from playing it. I can tell you that.
100%.
But yeah, so my topic is about Nintendo Switch 2. Now.
Okay. What you got?
Supposedly, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay,
we'll go with that.
Allegedly. Allegedly, it's gonna be another NVIDIA SoC device. Okay. it's looking like it's honestly it's
So no OLED? We still not going to get OLED, or are they going to give it OLED?
We already have
We
OLED.
have OLED.
No, I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna have
they're
OLED
not
out
gonna
the
go
box.
back. That's
But
what I'm saying.
I'm talking more along the lines of along the terms of specs.
Okay.
Honestly, like it's saying that it's not gonna be that much of an improvement from what we have right now.
Well, they don't. Well, look at the benefits of that. They don't have to worry about charging you, excessively more for it. They can stay still within that in that price range.
Yeah,
Because they really aren't taxing
the system
hardware.
that hard,
They're
but
really not.
also
They're not. If they were trying to do something more, get more like into the PC realm of things, which they don't have to, because they've already got the handheld market sewn up. They will. It doesn't really make sense for them to do that. As far as the low end, handheld, they've got that sewn.
hold on, guys, hold on,
Okay, what you got?
hold
New news?
on.
Fresh off the presses.
Hold on, I just got a brand new message from one of my students. And it reads, "Hey, I just wanted to say you've been great.
Okay.
Thanks for everything. Whatever you do, don't change who you are or how you teach."
Okay. Well, hey, we like that kind of stuff. We like that feedback. We love that feedback. Love it. It's fantastic. All right. Fantastic. Yep, definitely want that. Definitely want to be able to do that. Our job here is to make sure that we marry up qualified people with jobs that need qualified people. That's what we do, okay? We make sure that we arm the people with what they need to be successful, and then we have a vested interest in their success. So that's what our mission is here at DSDT. Okay.
That's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That was actually pretty beautiful. Like I was actually talking to my class today, and they actually asked me, "Hey, do you know how they're gonna teach going forward?" Like the way he framed the question initially was I didn't understand what he was saying, but he got to the point and was like, along the lines of how you're teaching, your teaching style, how you interact with us. He was asking, is that going to be the same thing for other teachers? And I said, I can't tell you how other teachers teach, but I know how I teach. I teach in a way that engages the students. I teach in a way that makes you want to learn more. I teach in a way that makes you interested and be like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Is that even possible? And so, I teach in a way that gets you interested in stuff so that when you go through the program, you're retaining all of that information.
Okay.
I'm thinking, do I buy the Switch 2? Because
Yes. That is the real question. I honestly have a Switch OLED and I haven't played it in like 6 months to a year.
I do play my Switch, but it's very sporadically.
I haven't played it in like a year.
I play my ROG Ally X. Well, I don't have it anymore, but I used to play that more than I played my Switch.
But I do play my Switch because there are certain games that Nintendo only has, like Mario stuff, those things, which I could essentially download and use an emulator. But since I have the hardware there, just easy. So let's talk about some other stuff. How about this story? I have Black Myth Wukong on my PS.
I haven't played it yet.
No spoilers.
Okay.
Spoiler free.
Okay, I haven't played it yet.
Sir.
On my PC, on my laptop, even on my Steam Deck. Okay? But you know where I can't play Wukong at? On my Xbox Series S.
Why?
Watch this. The developers of Black Myth, Wukong, has said that the reason for the delay in its Xbox port is due to the Series S memory being a bottleneck.
No, that's bullshit.
It's true.
No,
over on Weibo, a Chinese social media app, the Game Science CEO Feng Ji said that the Xbox S's 10 gigabytes of shared memory is a problem at the S, not the X. The S has caused optimization issues. Last year, Microsoft stated that the game's delay was not due to Xbox's hardware limitations, but this isn't anything new for Microsoft's little budget console that could. Its whole lifespan has been overshadowed by its bigger brother, the Series X, okay? And has often come under scrutiny for just not being developer friendly. I feel as an owner of a Series S, I can safely say I don't really play it that much anymore.
Wait, you have a Series S?
Yeah, sure I do.
Can I have it?
I even have the little screen that goes with it.
Can I have it?
Uh,
I'm being serious. Like I'm Jimmy. So I'll let him finish. I gotta tell you
Look,
guys.
we bought the console to satiate me when the Series X and the PS5 you couldn't get them because of the scalpers.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yep.
And the only way you could purchase it if you were willing to pay a 300% markup on eBay.
Yep.
So in the last year, I fired the thing up twice. And things are looking good for 2025 as I continue to play my PC and my PS5 mostly.
I was going to say about those scalpers. Hold up.
Don't say that. Be nice. I'm really hoping that Microsoft makes me eat my word with some killer first-party offering that makes me give up Balatro. However, it's not looking good for my little white toaster from Windows people. What do you think about this? What do you think about the Xbox not being able to play? The Xbox Series S.
All right.
Being able to play certain games.
I do have to ask when that article was written.
Huh?
When was the article written?
It was written
couple
a few
months ago.
days ago. No, a few days ago. Yeah.
There was the same article written a couple months ago.
The reason I'm asking because if it was released before or after Xbox revamped their consoles,
When did that happen?
When did that happen?
around the holidays.
But I mean,
This holiday?
even if they revamped them, that's not going to help. the
So
other
no,
ones.
the series, there's two versions of the Series S.
Mhm.
There's the white version,
Yeah.
which is the
Yeah, I
lower
know about
end,
that.
and then there's the black version, which
Yeah, I just got
actually
the
is
white
the
one.
same thing. No, the black one just came out, but the black one actually has the same power as the first generation Series X.
I don't know.
Okay.
But hey, this was yeah.
Because I've heard like that same article. Not the same, like, I'm pretty sure you got this from a different article. But a couple months ago, because my friend was on Xbox.
Sure.
My friend was on Xbox. And he was like, man, I can't wait to play Black Myth. Because it was coming to consoles.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like,
I remember when they were saying
yeah.
it was going to come to the.
Mm-hmm. And so I was like, yeah, no, it's a great game. You should buy it.
Yeah.
And he's like, PlayStation got it.
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, should Xbox too? And then he's like, and it was the same thing, the memory thing. I was like, okay.
So here's my whole thing with the whole Xbox. And my thing is, you can only play one console at a time anyway.
Guys, let's be honest.
And once you get a PC, you really don't care that
Exactly.
much about
No.
that anyway. Yes, what you
But let's be honest.
I know.
Black Myth Wukong, where was that game made? It's China, right? Yeah. China game, right? Chinese game.
Sure.
Who's Sony? Who's Sony? Who's Sony? Where's Sony?
No, it's in Japan.
Japan?
Sony's in Japan.
Ooh.
Black Myth Wukong
you
developed.
start some stuff. We have to keep it. Hey,
No, I'm just saying. Like let's be honest. Like, I think that might have been a power move by Sony.
It might be. I don't know. All I'm saying is, I understand what they're saying. There have been games that I have bought for my Series S that weren't all that great.
Did you guys know?
I still haven't gotten a Series X yet. Might do that someday. But
I have a PC.
but you know what though?
One might show up at his doorstep.
Let me ask another question. Do we need consoles anymore?
Yeah, we do.
Do we? Why do we need consoles? Why do I need a console?
So the reason and this is actually a testament to what I'm gonna do coming up. I'm actually gonna go buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, and I will be buying an Xbox. I will be adopting kids in the future, so I will.
Oh, okay. Well, that's I see your use case,
But
I'm talking about as me personally.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just getting to my personal reason why I want to get those.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to get those because there's an experience it affords you with living room and couch gaming that you can't get at the PC.
What experience?
Not out of the box, not straight out of the box, Mr. Harris. We're talking about, and I did this. I set up my gaming computer, my main computer, in the den with the 77-inch TV. But the experience is I still need a mouse and keyboard. If I'm not running Steam OS, I need a mouse and keyboard to navigate.
Okay, but I mean, aren't all okay? So even if that were the case,
You have to understand.
but
But
here's what I'm saying. Even if that were the case, aren't all of those consoles one-trick ponies? So if I have a platform on my PC that I can just simply utilize and have that couch-like experience, and be able to import other things like emulators into it, then why wouldn't I use Steam? Because when I go and sit down in front of my Sony box, all I can play is Sony stuff. And then like I can say, hey, let me go on ahead and take this.
Okay, you're talking about in the legal sense, all you can play is Sony stuff. But if
So,
you
I
flip
mean,
the
it's
script
just-
on the back end with the Xbox Series X, you can actually play a lot of
My Series
emulation.
X, that's why I'm not getting rid of my Series X, because of the emulation factor. That is the one saving grace. That's it. Because
Yeah, I
can
know.
play.
I didn't think you know that. The
Oh,
series.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about Nghia.
No,
Nghia did. Yeah.
No, I did know that.
Oh yeah. Now that's why I originally got. But you can do.
Really?
You can.
Is that what
You,
you were?
The Series X is an excellent emulation machine. That is definitely a saving grace. That's why it's not.
it's low cost and it
It's
can
not
do a
as-
lot.
It's not for $300. You can't beat it. And look, and that's what keeps it from being in the pawn shop.
Yeah, because there's no games on it. Let's say that.
So stop it. I'm not cussing you. Let me talk to the Mavinga
Yeah.
now. So
Actually, real quickly about your talk about the consoles. Like
Sure.
when you said,
The what I said, it affords you the ability of like couch gaming.
you know what? I have a great.
that is true.
So
I had a. Oh, go ahead.
yeah,
Go
I have
first.
a yeah. So what you said there, I remember when I was in my childhood. I remember childhood.
So,
I had a Wii. Man, all I'm saying is, the Wii was one of the greatest consoles
Yes.
ever be made.
Oh,
was.
and Nia, I'm not.
I
I
agree with
am
you.
not going to argue you
That's
there.
true.
Do you know why? I agree with you so much. I have 3 white Wii's in my house, and I have a black Wii U that I'm going to be modding.
I do too.
Okay,
respect that.
yeah, I'm gonna be
I
modding.
respect it.
Yeah, and so like, cause I loved
But
the
there
Wii.
is nothing to springboard off of what you just said. There is nothing better than that couch experience.
Mm-hmm.
And even today, you just have to look for certain games like the new Ninja Turtles games that they have out there for co-op and stuff. They have that couch co-op. I played the new Power Rangers game, which is like the Revenge of Rita or whatever it is. Oh my goodness, you would have thought my grandson had seen the second coming, man. I mean, he was just, because it's got different parts in it. You get to fight, use the Zord. You get to fight.
Really?
Yeah. Oh man, when I tell you, bruh.
Okay, I'm copping.
Oh,
I love. Yeah, listen.
goodness.
I grew up. Listen, we grew up on Power Rangers. I grew up on Power Rangers,
That
bro.
Power Rangers game is fire. I mean, you get to get in the Zord and fight and whatnot. And you use the controller.
What?
When I tell you that game, I was amazed. I was like, man, this is the best.
They need to make a Wii 3. That's what they need to make.
They
I
not.
was like, this is the best.
That's what the
$30
Switch came out to be.
that I have spent in so long because of the enjoyment factor, and I think that we've gotten away from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with these games and stuff like that. That enjoyment factor for the couch games.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why consoles are like so important because it's like not everybody can afford to build a $1,500 computer.
Not at all. You have to have a sweet spot. So, but the thing that's happened is that since PC gaming has become more mainstream, and there are people that, for some reason, have, I don't know how in this economy, but they seem to have disposable income enough to buy a gaming PC. I don't know how that happened, but
I don't know what you're looking at me. I
yes,
mean,
I know.
No,
not you
he's
specifically. I'm
he's
just
talking.
about-
He was talking directly to me.
no.
And
I don't
how
know.
have
No, not even you.
and how
I'm just
I have
saying that people.
disposable
us.
income
Is it?
to bring a gaming PC to work
No.
with me every day.
That wasn't a. No, it wasn't a hit at you either. I'm just saying that this is a thing. So that kind of brings this PC into the same realm as. I mean, it's not the same thing as, like Mavinga just pointed out. It's not the same thing as the console. But now the PC gamers don't feel like they're off to their own. You know what I'm saying? They're off over here in their little cubby hole. They are actually a part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm about to trip Nia up real quick. You ready? Nia, what's the difference between a console and a computer?
Bro. For me, very specifically, right? There is a drastic difference
Really?
between a console and a computer.
What do you? Okay, I need to hear your
For me,
explanation.
okay. The moment I got my computer,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's when I knew there was a difference.
But you built your
It's-
computer though.
True. But it's one is power. Okay. Two is accessibility. That is the main difference between console
In computer.
and computers. Because consoles, yes, they're very convenient. Conveniency, console all the way. 100%. It's convenient because you don't have to do any specs. It's all done for you. When they create the game, guess what? They created based on that console. Everything's done for convenience.
Specialized hardware.
Exactly, it's perfect. However, for PC, that's not that's not a thing. Depending on what PC you have, of course, convenience will be a detriment.
But yeah,
But-
you put that in the hands of the PC enthusiast.
Exactly.
You say, okay, you want better graphics. Well, a PC enthusiast says, hey, I'm going to get this graphics card because this graphics card has these capabilities, okay,
Exactly.
and will give me this. Whereas,
Upgradability.
yeah,
So now here's the thing. Here is what but the reason I asked you that is because have you ever taken apart a console, like a modern day console?
I think about a Wii.
it's a PC.
It's literally just a PC. Like I'm talking about an Xbox and a PlayStation, not a Wii.
PlayStation's a PC. I've taken one apart.
Wii is more like Wii is a. I would go as far as to say Wii would be a computer, but Wii does have an FPGA chip, which is completely different
Yeah, I was like,
from the FPGA chip is that's something I'll tell you off air, but
yeah.
that's why the Wii is like in its own category because it needs that chip to play older games like the Super Nintendo stuff and so it needs that, but and those things are ridiculously expensive, but I feel like modern day consoles are just computers, just specialized. They're still using computer parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be a special.
You know,
they can be a
because I've seen
specialized
an
computer.
Xbox. I've seen like the inside of an Xbox. It has like all the M2 ports. It has NVMe. You can install like.
No,
that
but
onto it.
I'm talking about specifically like the processor, AMD.
Oh, just the same thing?
It's an AMD processor that you would get in your computer. Same thing, but for some reason, the way that AMD tweaks this processor for Intel, I'm not Intel. The way they tweak it for PlayStation and Xbox, because they both use the same exact processor in there.
Okay.
The way they tweak it, they fine tune this processor to get the best they possibly can out of it.
Okay.
But it's like, if you can do that for that, why can't you do that for the ROG Ally?
Well,
The ROG Ally should be able to outperform a PlayStation. It can't.
I mean,
Probably because
The overhead of Windows. Yeah. But I digress.
yeah.
yeah. So
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
that was good. That was good. I thought it was pretty good. MSI and Asus have announced their 27-inch 4K OLED.
Cutie.
QD-OLED, excuse me. Thank you for. Hey, I got bad eyes.
It's QD OLED. No, I saw the article already, so I knew it's quantum
gaming
dot.
monitors. So, but the sweet spot appears to be 27 inches.
Really?
How do you feel about that?
I'm not comfortable with 27,
Really?
Why not?
What? A 27 is like.
bro.
I really believe that. I really believe that somewhere between 27 and 32 inches is the
That's
sweet
fine.
spot.
Yes.
32 inches is nice for me. I like
the sweet
me a
spot.
32.
That's the sweet spot.
27?
Once you
I don't
get-
know.
Once you get smaller than that, you're squinting. Once you get too big for that, you got to back away from it to take it all in.
No, I'm
I
crazy.
got a foot. Look,
I'm crazy. I'm up on my monitor like I got a 55 inch. I'm up on it like this.
No, sir.
my 49-inch monitor. I'm not kidding you. I have to deal with it in portions, even though it's that big, unless I'm playing a game that is around like that.
No.
So I've got one that is like, okay, so
You have to turn my head.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
You play Flight Simulator?
Oh yeah, so that.
Y'all be on it?
Yes. What you mean?
So sir, when you get in the cockpit, it's the whole. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the use case for that.
Okay.
You know why?
There's also-
You know how I understand that, Mr. Harris?
What's
Because
that?
have you played Star Citizen?
Yes.
It feels the same way.
So now, but there's also a Star Wars mod for that.
Of course there is.
Yeah. That lets you
Yeah.
play as if you're in the middle.
Whoa!
Yes.
Hold up! No! Hell no!
Yes, it's true.
No!
It's
Yeah.
true. It's a
Yeah.
true statement.
No!
Millennium Falcon.
And it's space.
Yeah.
And then there's
Woo,
planets.
Wait.
So they've got three. They've got the one of the wings, the X-wing, I think it is.
They have the X-wing.
the TIE Fighter,
Yes.
and the Millennium Falcon. They have all three of those.
In flight
Simulator.
simulator.
Yes, they are mods. That
Say less, bro. You gonna catch me on flight simulator in 2 weeks? In 2 weeks?
I'm just telling you that this
For me-
is a. But I don't know. What do you think about that, though? I mean, they got them, but for some reason they didn't make them any bigger than the 32 inch. 32 inch is the biggest. But that form factor, you get 240 hertz refresh rate.
Mr. Harris?
Man, you know what? Here's the thing. My use case for the 27 inch is right by my bedside. It's small enough that I can tote it around. Small enough that I can tote it around. Big enough that I can see it so I can play the game, but not so big that I'm feeling like I gotta lift a piece of furniture when I'm moving around the house. And that way, when my wife pesters me for not wanting to be in a room with her because I'm gaming or something like that, I have this wonderful setup over here where I can. You see where I'm going with this?
I see where you going with that.
Yeah, that's it. But 32 inch, 27 inch, seemed like they would have made some bigger ones.
I feel like 27 inch is fine.
You think
I've
that's
never
it?
had a use for a bigger monitor.
Do you know what the do you know
So
what the issue is?
so what size is the monitor you have right now? Is it 27?
It's like around it's it's 32. It's 32.
Okay.
It's 32.
So how do
However,
you feel about the 32? Is it too big?
I think it's like just if there's any bigger, I don't think I can handle. Because here's the thing. If I have to turn my head, because I play a lot of FPS games, if I have to like do this while gaming, bro, I can't do that.
Sure.
I'm gonna
So
be angry.
Is it a flat monitor or is it curved?
Huh? It's a flat monitor. I'm not doing curve.
Why aren't you doing curved?
What is wrong with you? Do you know why a monitor is curved so it follows the natural curvature of your eye?
Nah, I'm different. I like mine flat.
You think it's flat?
I like it
I
flat.
respect it. I respect your choice, but I'm just saying. I asked these.
He likes his
questions so I
monitors
can
like he
learn.
likes his women.
So
I heard that. But like it's so like if this any bigger, the issue is I have to turn my head, and I'm like, I don't want to turn my head.
For?
What you mean? You don't turn your head?
Wait, yeah, I just realized. Why do you turn your head when you're playing video games?
You got eyes.
You
got
need
eyes.
to, bro.
No,
you need
it's-
to be at a certain distance so that you can see everything.
I'm blind, my guy. I'm blind.
Sir, you're not blind. We can
I'm-
trade glasses.
What's your-
And if you put my glasses on, they will give you laser.
You do
sight.
know. Also wear glasses. I'm supposed
Yeah, no,
to
but
be
like,
wearing glasses.
when I play
Let me
FPS, I'm right.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Nah,
you're
he's picked one.
Yeah, they used to give me bifocals. I actually have. So what they did is they have my lenses. So right here is where the magnification is.
Yeah. But like, I take on my
I
glasses,
didn't even try them on.
and so like I'm right there. So this is the
Yeah,
monitor,
try one.
right? This is the monitor. I'm like right here,
Okay.
so I'm close. So like that's how I play games. Or that's how I play
I can
FPS.
actually still read.
That's
New
bad.
wave of
Uh,
26. Yeah, that is
that's crazy.
bad.
That's
Because if
crazy.
I can still read
That's crazy.
with your glasses on, that means my eyes are really
That's
bad.
crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, so like because that means I would do like this.
I mean, can't you just scan with your eyes, or you gotta turn your head like?
Nia, on a
I'm just
34 inch or a 32?
No, I'm saying any bigger.
Yeah,
any
only
bigger than 32.
You would have to scan for more real
Yes,
estate.
then I have to like.
Okay, got you.
But Nia, why would you have to turn your head though? If you're playing like this, if you're straightforward, you're playing like this.
No. I'm playing like this. Like this is my head.
Okay,
Oh,
he's close up,
my-
you're
close up.
blind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know what y'all
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
about
yeah.
that 32.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. I know my wife gonna watch this. No, I'm not trying to buy another monitor. I'm just saying that. If somebody offered me one, I would take it.
Listen, if this monitor miraculously just shows up at his door, he can't say anything.
Yeah. So anyway,
But
yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're gaming, if you're a video file, and you love watching movies, stuff like that, I see the use case for monitors like this.
Oh, 100%.
Beautiful stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I believe I've seen 8K monitors, can't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can get stuff so fine that my eyes, because of their, my disability, I can't see, like somebody with, 20/20 vision will be like, oh, wow, this is incredible.
My friend has
4K is fantastic as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Funny
I'm good.
4K. I don't need 8K.
8K, I'm like, what's the difference?
I can't see that many
I don't
colors.
got 8K money either.
Yeah, no.
But I'm just saying that people.
We can't see 16 million colors, but we watch it every time we look at a screen.
No, you know what's funny? When you said 2020, I just remember my friend David. You know what's funny? Life nerfed him. However, no.
Wait,
Actually, no, he nerfed himself. This is what happened.
Whoa.
Life
Nia, run it back one more time.
Let me
What the
explain.
hell do you mean by life nerfed him?
This is what I mean, okay? So, he has 20/20. He has 20/20. He has 20/20 vision, right? However, he's missing one eye. So...
You can't. Is that even possible? Sir.
Bro, you
Hold
can't.
up.
Nia, you cannot have
you
20/20
got-
vision with one eye,
No, he has
bro.
20 vision. That's,
Yes.
that's my bad.
I'm
My
about
bad.
to say.
He has
you
20
cannot-
vision, my bad.
Because that's the whole one.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
each
20/20.
eye.
20/20. Yeah, he has my bad.
Yeah.
He has 20 vision.
You saw it right here, folks.
My bad. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So that was
You
like,
saw it.
I'm like, well, they had to nerf you some type of way. You can't have perfect vision in both. And so that was like, hey, he was making jokes about me being 4 eyes, so I had to throw it back.
I do not know this man.
Don't at me. I didn't say
Hey,
it. That's all
hey,
I'm saying. Don't
hey.
be beating me up. Comments. Don't do that. I ain't do it.
But man, no, but he's funny, man. He's a funny guy. But no, he's a great guy. He's in Seattle now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's Seattle.
Exactly. Seattle. Exactly. See, you see, I was only one C.
Can he
Only-
Seattle?
Exactly.
Now people are gonna ask me.
Yeah, see? Yeah, exactly. Y'all made the joke. I'm just adding to it. Like,
No, but it's just funny. Like, you're like, yeah, he has 20/20 vision, but he has one eye. I said, what?
he has 20 vision.
The math ain't mathing
Yeah.
for me, bro.
Yeah, so that's why, like, damn.
Good. I'm so
Yeah.
good right now.
See, like, I'm
so
jealous of
good.
him, but I'm also not at the same time. So, like, I don't know how to feel sometimes.
All right, Mr. Harris, back to you.
Wow, man. I don't have nothing after that one. I mean, I am.
That was rich. That was rich. That was rich.
I mean, I love him, though. He's,
But I think that that's the perfect use case. I think that the 27, like I said, for people that are in office space and stuff like that. Like I said, should be great.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not. I once again making it clear, not in the market for one. But I wouldn't turn one down either.
yeah, I'm too poor for that right now. So,
Because
yeah.
I know just by looking, when it said MSI and Samsung, I already knew.
that thing's going to be. I don't have.
And
money
I don't know
Yeah.
who this guy is.
but a 32 4K for Samsung base.
I think that'd be.
No, but a 32 4K OLED from Samsung right now is gonna run you about. If once they drop that, most likely it's gonna start off like around 1,500 to 2,000.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
It's new tech. It's better tech.
Because their 45-inch OLED is going for about that much right now.
And then I mess around and plug it up to one of my older video cards.
Funny
and
enough,
it'll
they had
blow
a-
my computer up.
They had a 39-inch OLED,
39.
curved monitor, 39-inch OLED curved monitor that retailed for about $1,500 to $1,700
Makes sense.
at Best Buy around the holidays. It was half off, basically. You could have gotten it for $700 to $800. I got it and then I returned it and got the TV instead. Yeah.
The thing is, I do need a curved monitor.
Do you? Hold up.
No.
Don't make up my mind,
Later
man.
on.
No. I already said I was gonna get you the monitor I gave to Phil, so you don't have to worry about that.
But because I was like, one day I really want a racing setup. One day.
You like to race? You all initial D on it?
No, wait, seriously, I didn't know you like driving.
Yeah, of course, I love driving.
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking because did Phil show you the setup I got for him?
No.
I got him the whole Logitech G920 because he liked mine, but I gave mine to Todd because I don't really race anymore.
Oh.
But then I got one for him, and because he wants to use it for like flight sim and stuff like that.
That too.
So then I was like, bet, say less, and Best Buy had it. I get the discount on it, so I went and got it and gifted to him.
You know what wheel I would want to get if I could get a steering wheel. I want the one that vibrates.
I know exactly.
You know
which
what
one
I'm
you're
talking about?
I know
It give you the
exactly.
resistance when you drive it.
Yes,
Oh.
I know exactly.
Yes,
which one
that's
you're
what
talking
I'm.
That's the real
Oh,
drive.
wow.
No, that's the same exact one I'm talking about. The Logitech G920 has the force feedback. You turn, it acts just like a car. It has
insane.
everything. It comes with the brush metal. It comes with the brush metal
that's crazy.
pedals. Yeah, I got it for Phil, bro. Like
I didn't know
crazy.
that. Because, so where it started was it was I had the game. No, actually, no, I didn't have the game. A coworker of my dad's had it on his phone, and I was playing a game like just a racing game, bro. I was addicted. It was a racing game on the phone, and then I played it for hours, bro. And
I didn't
then
know that was your thing. Okay.
yeah, so that was
Learn something new every day.
yeah. So one of my dreams later on is just get a full on setup for racing and then flight simulator. Bro, flight simulator is gonna be crazy.
my question to you is: are you like? I feel like you should like. I understand what you want to do, but in terms of getting the sim setup, I think you should start with the Logitech one first.
Yeah.
Then move your way up to the custom ones,
Gotcha.
like the Moza Racing and stuff like that, because
Okay.
you're gonna need to know your parts, and you can also heavily customize the Logitech one. I've seen people do it,
Yeah.
turn it into those newer racing wheels.
You know, I'm new to like the entire thing because this is my first job. Yeah. So, yeah. So like, this is my first time having mony. Right.
Oh.
This is my first time having money. Yeah. So, I have to set up everything first. So that's why I'm like, one day when I get like when I have enough and then
Where you're
I'm
at,
comfortable.
where you want to be at.
Yeah. Then I'll.
What are
set
your
up.
specs on your computer right now?
4070. It has a 7800 X3D processor.
Good choice. Good choice.
Great. Love that thing. I love that thing, man. I love that thing.
I like to see that.
I have 32 gigs of RAM.
Talking about their rigs.
I have 32 gigs of RAM. I'm thinking about adding probably another stick. I'll probably add. The
No,
64.
if you're gonna add a stick, wait, you have
Well,
you have a single stick?
No, I like the sticks. My bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, don't if you're gonna add another 32, then add it in dual
Pairs.
channel. Yeah.
And what else? What else do you need to know?
What power supply are you running?
It's hold up, 1700 watts. It can help. I'm pretty sure. It's a decent power supply.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's good.
Um,
you don't have to worry about it.
yeah.
It's future proof anyway.
Wait,
Yeah.
why the hell do you have a 1700 power supply?
'Cause future-
It was on the side. I got it on
What
sale.
brand?
I don't know.
Please don't tell me you went with some off the shelf brand.
No,
that
no.
you
It
don't
was
trust.
like
crucial.
I found it on PC Part Builder. It was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had 5 stars. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Is it 80-watt platinum?
Oh yeah. It's 80. Yeah. It's one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Silverstone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
My first time building a PC, so you know, I don't know all the
Anybody else have
brands.
anything else? Because that was it for me.
Yeah, no, I had the Switch stuff. You had you wanted to talk about that, and Nghia.
I got my stuff. Let's talk about Path of Exiles 2 real quickly.
Oh my,
Okay, let's talk about
Yeah,
Path
bro,
of
I
Exile.
still haven't played it yet.
Oh.
Almost full.
I've been waiting to get paid so I can buy the game.
Yeah, we're not gonna. You can play the beta.
Wait, you have to pay for the beta.
Yeah, you have to pay like.
Oh, you still have to pay for
Yeah.
the beta.
Yeah.
It full
So
release is in 6
$30,
months.
yeah.
Just thinking about
Full
it.
release in 6
Because
months.
that's what I did. I
the really-
paid for the beta.
But guess what? The really cool thing is, if you pay for the beta, it's not really paying for the game. You're paying for the currency in the game. So
They give you back that
they
currency.
give you back.
It's the same thing with Star Citizen. I had to when I started playing Star Citizen, I actually had to buy an actual ship,
Yeah.
and I have insurance on that ship and everything, and my baby's out there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you mainly playing right now is Path of Exile.
Mainly.
Like I said, all I got right now is Path of Exile and Balatro.
Diablo who?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
I'm sorry, I'm petty. But Path of Exiles 2. Okay, so I was never much of a ARPG kind of guy. Like, I played Path of Exiles 1. Really wasn't my cup of tea. I played Diablo. Also, really wasn't my cup of tea. But Path of Exiles 2, for some reason, I enjoyed it so much more.
So,
It's crazy you and
so Path of Exiles, Diablo 4, scratch that old World of Warcraft itch. And what I mean is that clicking thing. Remember the click? Because that's it. I can sit there at that computer, and when I click, the witch just goes wherever I tell her to go, and she takes her little minions with her, which is just pretty much the same thing as having a shaman in, or a necromancer, excuse me, in Diablo. Before I get somebody at me, in Diablo 4.
Yeah.
but
Same thing.
So that's only if you're using mouse and keyboard. I play Diablo 4 with controller.
No,
Oh, you play controller.
I can play with a controller. I mean, I have.
No, but I'm saying, but when you play mouse and keyboard in Diablo, you have the option to click and move.
Yeah.
But with I play it, I don't have that option. I actually have to move the character.
Well, I mean, that's what you want to do. I'm just telling you that's what it does for me.
Oh, okay.
It scratches that itch for me because I remember having that World of Warcraft addiction, which, thankfully I've been able to get past.
He said, "Thankfully, I saw the
yes.
Lord in Christ, the Lord."
Yes, yes, I'm born again. And I click, because it was bad. I think that and you know what, without spoiling anything, I think that when you do start playing it, you're going to discover that it has so many options.
WASD.
Customizable stuff, deciding how you want the character body wise, all that. It's all in there. They're doing an excellent job. I guess that's my point. Like I said, definitely worth a purchase and a look
play?
and a play.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. To be honest, it has scratched my itch, I think, for Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yes.
that is saying something. Because you was like Baldur's Gate's greatest champion at one time.
But like, I was trying to find a game that would do that same thing with Baldur's Gate 3. So, Path of Exiles 2 coming out was, oh my god. Because I've been waiting, actually me and my friends have been waiting for 3 years now
Okay.
for Path of Exiles 2 to come out.
Okay.
Because I remember playing Path of Exiles 1, but I really didn't enjoy that much.
I have it, but I didn't really play it that long.
Exactly. And so I think the reason why was because Path of Exiles 1 was so fast. Everything was, you either get one shot or you one shot everything else. It was no in between.
I think they went
Yeah,
back.
that was Path of Exiles 1.
I think they went back to the drawing board.
And I'm so glad everything slowed down.
And it made it more Diablo-like.
Yes.
And
Oh, you
it-
mean Exile-like. That's
well,
that's what you're saying. Exile.
No, I mean, it's
Yeah.
very
But
similar.
no. But
When was Path of Exiles originally released?
2000, let me see.
Oh, Lord,
It's old.
Yeah, it is old.
It is
No,
old.
I know it's an old game. I was just trying to figure out
In
when
fact,
it was
I
originally
had to go
released.
into my Steam queue to find it. It was way back. Yeah,
It's an old
it's in
game.
the archives. It was way back there. There's some games way back there.
It's 2013.
Man.
Yeah.
2013,
How many
sir.
games you got in your Steam library?
Hey, that is a good question. I'm going to look. Sir, I do not know, but I am going to
Look.
and bring you back that information. Yes, because
Man, listen.
you got to figure I've had that thing for goodness, well over
over 20 years?
20 years now. So yeah, that's a lot of games, sir. I don't know if you want to go back off in there. There might be some old Doom and Quake back off in the back of that thing. I'm sure. In fact, I'm sure there is.
Such a good game.
But yeah, I do agree that that's a good game. Haven't really messed with it. Haven't messed with anything. No, haven't. Like I told you, definitely put that in your put that on your stuff to play with your kids. You definitely need that new Power Rangers game.
I'm getting that Power Rangers.
Rita's Revenge is the bomb. You need that. Yeah. Oh wow.
What is that?
12,000.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in there.
No, that's my games.
I don't know if it's 12,000, but I know I got a lot of games in there.
Sir, I don't think I've hit 100 yet.
Oh, I got more than 100. I know I got more than
I got more than 100.
That's-
more than 100.
Way more than 100.
I reached that place a long
See,
ago.
I had to be decisive of what game I picked.
That's the bar.
Actually, Nia, this
Well,
is
Steam is different because Steam will have sales.
No,
Yes.
what I was saying is, actually, Nia, it's good that you told me this because I can the new update that Steam made to their family share, I can actually share every single game in my library with you, and we can play the same game together at the same time.
Oh, they finally added that now?
Yep.
Because I remember.
Yeah, it never worked before.
Yeah, it never worked
now
before.
Now it does. Now you can access, like, we can both play the same game.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Wait,
cool.
that's dope that they did that.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
that is-
So
that's
whoever, well, I mean, 1 and 2, if y'all want access to my Steam library, let me know. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We'd like to thank you for joining us at T Cubed, okay, Texas Tech Talk, a podcast that has been brought to you by DSDT College. And we are once again located at 4301 East Dan Sleeter here in the lovely city of Killeen, Texas. And we are just overjoyed to be able to bring this podcast to you. And we hope that something that you saw today was both entertaining and educating. And we look forward to talking to you one more time next week. Until then, we hope that everything is going your way. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.